What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So a little later in the day than what Apple did for iOS, iPadOS, and even macOS, watchOS 27 Beta 4 just got released. I've installed it on my Apple Watch Ultra 3, so let's go over what's new, the performance, expectations really at this point, 4 betas in, battery life, and if I think it's worth updating. First things first, as crazy as it is, 4 betas in, we are now halfway through, most likely, the beta cycle for the most part, and it's going to be interesting about more stability and a more focus on that smarter Siri. From what I've seen so far also, there have been small animation tweaks, the transitions have looked a little smoother, and then again, those Siri improvements, I definitely think we're going to have a lot better things to look at with that. But before we jump into the watch itself, let's take the iPhone off, go to Settings, General, and About, and you can see watchOS 27 Beta 4 has a new build number of 24R5325H. The H signifies we are moving right along with this update and hopefully will be on track for release in September with the new Apple announced iPhones and Apple Watches for the year. So first things first, jumping into the Siri menu here now, you can see we still do not have any new updates, and also the glyphs for the icons still don't show all the time perfectly. You saw perfect live timing, exactly what they look like here. It did populate as we were speaking. So putting this down, as far as the app itself, of course, no new watch faces, nothing surprising here. It is still the Pride Luminance, that is the last one. Jumping into the watch itself, trying to jump around some of the apps first, you can see, just like I said, how quickly and smoothly it is actually going through them. I know a lot of people did not like this smart launcher, so to speak. I did not see a way to turn that off still. I could have missed it. If I did, comment down below, let me know. But so far it seems like this is going to be the default landing page rather than that old grid view or list view, whatever you have put down. But if we jump into the different apps here, as you can see, it seems to be working pretty quickly and fluidly, just like I said before. Open the Dive app here, open very easily. Let's jump around to the music app. This one did take usually a few seconds longer to load all the images, but as you can see, it actually worked pretty quickly. Now, talking about this new launcher here, obviously front and center is going to be the new Siri AI. Let's see if that is improved here, because honestly, on Beta 3, it was pretty broken, it was pretty slow, and somewhat trashy. So you can see my past conversations. Now let's go ahead and invoke it. Hey Siri, who won the World Cup yesterday? So you can see the phone actually answered itself. And as you see, it was pretty quick. So let me go ahead and lock this really quick and try this again. Siri, who won the World Cup yesterday? All right, we're going to have to move the iPhone then to make it a little easier. Siri, who won the World Cup match yesterday?
Spain won the World Cup final yesterday, defeating Argentina 1-0 in extra time.
Who scored the goal?
Ferran Torres scored the only goal of the match for Spain.
Was it his first time playing in a World Cup?
No, this was not his first time. Ferran
What time is
Torres
it in Greece right now?
also represented Spain at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. It's 10:54 p.m. in Greece.
So you can kind of see, it does seem slightly improved. You can hear the voices change. I'm sure it's because it's still syncing with my iPhone and the new voices that were unveiled there for iOS 27 Beta 4. But the delivery was a little off, and it never stopped reading the prior prompt when I tried to give it a new one. So a little bit interesting there. Definitely seems like there's still work to do on that front. However, if you missed our iOS 27 Beta 4 video, Siri on that is flying. It really does look good. It works so much better. And then one thing obviously we'll have to see is how battery life is going to be. I will say Beta 3 did give me a substantial jump in battery life consistently. So the battery life worked really well. It lasted back to its normal day and a half or so. Since it's literally just released for Beta 4 though, can't obviously judge battery after only a few hours. So We'll have to see. The first 24 hours are never really representative of what you get. It's going to take a couple of days. Indexing is going to happen, and the watch does recalibrate. So I'll have a dedicated video probably around Wednesday with all of that. So having said that, without a lot of impressions better for Siri, we'll leave it at that, guys. Again, there's not going to be much here. Definitely going to be more stability based and all of that. So if you're thinking about updating, this would probably be a good beta to do it for, especially if you updated your iPhone already. I think that'll be pleasantly surprised if you choose to use that. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment down below how watchOS 27 has been for you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.